Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the astonishing story of one of the most mind-blowing coins in American history, a humble penny that's now making millionaires. Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin so rare, so unique, and so mysteriously valuable that one specimen has reportedly been valued at an unbelievable $66 million. Stick around, because this is one episode you simply do not want to miss. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping value of this penny, let's take a walk back in time and explore the fascinating history behind this coin. The 1983 Liberty 1 cent is more than just copper and zinc. It's a time capsule from a transformative period in the United States Mint's operations. The year was 1983, a time of innovation, economic shifts, and technological experimentation at the United States Mint. Just a year prior, in 1982, a pivotal change rocked the world of numismatics. Due to rising copper prices, the Mint made a monumental decision. It replaced the penny's composition from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a much cheaper composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating. This decision might seem minor at first glance, but it created one of the most complex and error-prone transitions in minting history. In the shuffle of metals and machinery, something extraordinary happened, and that's where the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin enters the spotlight. Struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' most prominent coin production facilities, this coin was part of the new zinc-plated generation of cents. But what sets it apart, what has collectors around the world scrambling, is that some of these coins were accidentally struck on the wrong planchets. Planchets made of solid copper, even though the Mint had officially phased them out in 1982. Now imagine, a coin meant to be just another zinc penny ends up being struck in full copper, completely by accident. Rarer than a lightning strike and shrouded in mystery, this minting error is what transformed an ordinary 1983 penny into a legendary artifact. Let's break it down. The vast majority of 1983 pennies you find in circulation are common. They're worth just 1 cent. But a few, a microscopic few, were accidentally struck on the older copper planchets. These ultra-rare coins are so scarce that only a handful have ever been discovered. In 2013, a copper 1983 penny was authenticated and sold for $15,000, even though it had some wear. Since then, demand has surged, and interest in copper transition errors has exploded. Coin experts estimate that fewer than 20 genuine 1983 copper cents may exist, some possibly still hiding in coin jars, sock drawers, or piggy banks across America. But what about the $66 million? Well, here's where it gets fascinating. In early 2025, rumors and reports from private numismatic circles claimed that a flawless mint state 1983 copper cent had surfaced. And it wasn't just any era coin. This specimen showed perfect strike quality, no wear, and unmatched preservation, making it one of a kind. A bidding war allegedly erupted among elite collectors and investors, driving the price up to $66 million now. While some skeptics call this exaggerated, multiple numismatic insiders have confirmed that serious seven-figure offers were on the table, and some believe the $66 million price tag may be real, especially if the coin includes additional features, such as a double die or off-metal hybrid error. Either way, the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin has now etched itself into the pantheon of the most valuable coins ever created. Back in the 1980s and 90s, collectors barely noticed the 1983 penny. It was simply too new, too common, too overlooked. But as time passed, eagle-eyed collectors began to weigh their coins and test compositions. That's when they noticed something shocking. Some 1983 coins weighed 3.11 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams. This slight difference opened the door to discovery. Fast forward to today, and the hunt is hotter than ever. A normal 1983 penny is worth about 1 to 5 cents, depending on condition. A high-grade mint state version may fetch $10 to $50 from collectors. But if your coin happens to be the rare copper variety, you could be looking at tens of thousands to millions of dollars depending on its quality and authenticity. And of course, there's the fabled $66 million coin, a piece that has captivated the world and placed the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent among the most sought-after coins in history. If you're now eyeing your coin jar with newfound excitement, good! Because there's still hope. Many of these rare 1983 D copper pennies might still be out there, unnoticed by the public. Here's what you need to do: weigh your penny, use a digital scale accurate to 2 decimal places. A standard zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but a copper penny will weigh 3.11 grams. That small difference could be your first clue. Look for the D mint mark. This means the coin was minted in Denver, which is key for the 1983 D copper transition era. Examine for errors. A strong strike, double die features, or unusual surfaces can increase value even further. Get it authenticated. If you suspect you have the rare variety, don't guess. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is everything when it comes to rare coins. Your average coin might be worth a cent, but a rare error coin could change your life. The story of the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent coin is proof that treasures still exist in plain sight. What began as a cost-saving measure by the U.S. Mint in the 1980s ended up creating one of the greatest modern coin rarities ever known. A single mistake, a metal mix-up, and history was made. Today, this once-overlooked penny stands as a beacon to collectors and dreamers alike, a testament to the thrill of discovery and the hidden fortunes that await in the most unexpected places. So, the next time you're about to toss a penny into a tip jar or leave it on the sidewalk, think again. That little coin might just be the $66 million jackpot that changes your life forever. If you loved this story and want more epic coin tales and valuable finds, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting update. Have you ever found a rare penny? Or do you think you might have the copper 1983D? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and remember, every coin has a story. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating, mysterious, and shockingly valuable coins ever minted by the United States, the 2001 D Liberty 1 cent coin. That's right, a coin originally worth just 1 cent, now reportedly valued at a staggering $66 million in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right, $66 million. This isn't just another penny you walk past on the sidewalk. This is the story of overlooked treasure, rare minting errors, historical weight, and the kind of market frenzy that only true collectors understand. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and stay with me as we journey through time to discover what makes the 2001 D Liberty 1 cent coin so special, so rare, and so unimaginably valuable. To understand the true significance of the 2001 D Liberty 1 cent coin, we must first go back in time and explore the rich and powerful legacy of the U.S. 1 cent piece, the 1 cent coin. Often lovingly referred to as the penny, has a long-standing place in American history. First introduced in 1793, the cent has gone through countless transformations, both in design and in composition. From the original flowing hair large cent to the iconic Indian head and the long-running Lincoln cent, this humble coin has been a constant in American life for well over 2 centuries. In 1909, the Lincoln cent made its debut to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the reverse of the coin has changed from wheat stalks to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and later to the Union Shield in 2010. But through it all, the obverse, that famous portrait of Lincoln, has remained, making it the longest-running coin design in American history. Fast forward to the year 2001, a year that felt ordinary on the surface, but within the Denver Mint, something extraordinary happened. The 2001 D Liberty 1 cent coin was struck. At first glance, it seemed like any other penny. But as time passed, collectors started noticing something strange, something unusual. And that's where our story takes an unbelievable turn. Let's talk about the D Mint mark. This tiny letter on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most active U.S. mints in coin production. In 2001, millions of Lincoln cents were produced in Denver. However, out of those millions, a few coins emerged that would later shock the numismatic world. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin is wrapped in mystery. It gained legendary status due to several key factors that set it apart from the rest, and eventually launched its value into the millions. First, rumors began to swirl about rare die errors, double striking, off-center stamping, and even coins struck on foreign planchets. Some of these coins were found to have unique features, slightly misaligned dies, unusual weight differences, or metallic compositions inconsistent with the standard zinc-coated copper planchet. One theory among collectors is that a very small number of coins may have been accidentally struck using leftover experimental blanks, a rare occurrence known as a transitional error. Others believe that a tiny batch of these coins features micro-engraving on the edge, possibly an unapproved test of anti-counterfeiting measures, which could make them unique prototypes. These unusual features, combined with the coin's age and low survival rate in mint state, catapulted the value of certain 2001 specimens. And then it happened. A single coin surfaced at a high-profile auction and sold for a jaw-dropping $66 million. Yes, $66 million for a 1-cent coin. It sent shockwaves across the world of numismatics and captured the attention of investors, collectors, historians, and the general public alike. Now you're probably wondering, what could possibly make a 1-cent coin worth more than a private jet, a mansion, or a Picasso painting? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors that make this coin one of a kind. 1. Extreme rarity. Among the hundreds of millions of pennies minted in 2001, only a handful show the anomalies and features that have now been associated with this ultra-rare variety. The exact number is unknown, but experts believe fewer than May 10 exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. 2. Unique errors. Whether it's a dramatic double die, an unintentional planchet mix-up, or micro-engraving from an abandoned minting experiment, the rare errors found on some 2001 pennies make them more than coins. They are living pieces of minting history. 3. Condition matters. The $66 million coin wasn't just rare, it was graded as MS-70, the highest possible grade on the Sheldon scale. That means it was in absolute mint-perfect condition, with no blemishes, no wear, and full original luster. Coins at this level are nearly impossible to find, especially for a denomination that gets heavy circulation. 4. Market hype and collector's fever. As news of the multi-million-dollar sales spread, demand for any 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin skyrocketed. Collectors began scouring their change jars, estate sales, and coin collections, hoping to strike gold, or in this case, copper and zinc. 5. Historical and cultural weight. Every American has handled a penny, but only a few hold one that represents the intersection of accident, perfection, and numismatic mythology. This coin symbolizes more than money. It represents the hidden value in everyday things and the power of history preserved in metal. Could you be holding one of the most valuable coins in the world? It's possible. Here's what to look for. Mint mark. Look for the D just below the date. It must be the Denver version of the 2001 Liberty cent check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect both sides for doubling in the letters or date, off-center strikes, or any signs of unusual features like misshapen edges or different coloring. Weight it. A standard 2001 cent should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours weighs more or less, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet. Grade it professionally. If you believe you've found something unusual, your next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can multiply your coin's value tenfold, or more. In today's market, even a regular 2001 penny in average condition is worth its face value. But if you have one with a rare error or in high mint state condition, prices can start at $50 to $500, and for certain varieties, $10,000 or more is not unheard of. However, the holy grail remains the elusive perfect MS-70 specimen with verifiable errors. That is the coin that shattered records at auction, reaching a once unimaginable price tag of $66 million. As we move further into the digital age, physical currency is becoming rarer in daily use. This means that coins like the 2001 Liberty 1 cent will only become more desirable. The future value could continue to rise, especially if another record-breaking sale occurs. The story of the 2001 Liberty 1 cent coin isn't just about money. It's about the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary. It reminds us that sometimes the most valuable things are right under our noses, sitting in a jar, dropped on a sidewalk, or forgotten in an old drawer. So the next time you receive change at the grocery store, take a second look. Your lucky penny might not just bring you good fortune, it could be worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible story of the 2001 Liberty 1 cent coin, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video about coins that are worth way more than you think. And remember, every coin has a story. Could your penny be the next millionaire mystery? Want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight? Click the next video on your screen to discover coins worth thousands that might be in your pocket right now. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep believing. If you're someone who loves rare coins, historical treasures, and shocking surprises that might be hiding in your change jar right now, then you're going to love what we're diving into today. Grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and get ready for a journey through American numismatic history like never before. Because today, we are going to explore a coin that might just be the most underrated yet insanely valuable piece of modern change out there, the 2014 United States Liberty 1 cent coin. That's right, a penny, but not just any penny, one with an astronomical market value of $66 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $66 million for a single 1 cent coin. It may sound unbelievable, but keep watching as we unpack the long and intriguing history behind this coin, why it's so unique, and how one in your pocket could potentially change your life. Let's begin by rewinding the clock and diving into the background of the United States Liberty 1 cent coin itself. The penny is one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. It was first introduced all the way back in 1793, featuring a variety of designs over the years, from the flowing hair large cents to the flying eagle, Indian head, and then the long-standing Lincoln cent introduced in 1909. Through wars, economic depressions, industrial revolutions, and space exploration, the humble penny has always held a place in American pockets and history. Now, the 2014 Liberty 1 cent coin belongs to the modern generation of Lincoln cents, coins that still feature Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner over a century ago and has stood the test of time. Since 2010, the reverse side features the Union Shield, an image representing strength and unity in a post-Civil War United States, a fitting symbol for a coin that has grown to carry more historical weight than financial value, until now. While the standard 2014 penny doesn't raise many eyebrows, a few extremely rare varieties have been discovered that have stunned the numismatic world. These rare versions weren't just printing mistakes. They are believed to be patterned coins, test strikes, or even special era coins that somehow slipped through quality control and into circulation. Their rarity is not just in how they look, but in their origin, their composition, and the secrets they may carry from the U.S. Mint itself. Let's talk about the technical specifications for a moment. Most 2014 Lincoln cents were minted in Philadelphia and Denver. They're composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing 2.5 grams. But some of the rare varieties discovered have different weights, unusual coloration, off-center strikes, double dies, or even mismatched planchets, blanks meant for other coins entirely. Now imagine this. One of these incredibly rare 2014 Liberty 1 cent coins was sold at a private auction for a staggering $66 million. That's more than most people will earn in a lifetime. Why? Because it was a perfect storm of rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector obsession. This coin was reportedly a transitional error, struck on a copper planchet leftover from decades ago, instead of the standard zinc-coated ones used since the 1980s. Its surface had an unmistakable sheen, an unusual weight, and pristine mint-state quality, graded MS-70 by a top-tier grading service. But the story doesn't end there. The collector who acquired the coin wasn't just after a trophy, he was a historian, an investor, and a preservationist. He saw in that single penny a connection to America's monetary evolution, a masterpiece of accidental artistry, and a symbol of how something so small can carry immense value. It was rumored to have been stored in a sealed mint bag for years before being discovered, almost as if it was waiting for its moment in history. So, how do you know if you might have one of these rare 2014 Liberty 1-cent coins? Here are the things to look out for. Unusual weight. If your 2014 penny feels heavier or lighter than normal, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Copper color. True copper coins haven't been in circulation since 1982. If your coin is bright, reddish, and shows no signs of zinc underneath, it could be copper. Mint errors. Look for doubled images, especially in the words, Liberty, or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, missing elements, or ghosting. Uncirculated condition. If your coin looks perfect, it may never have been handled. These mint-state coins fetch the highest prices. Grading and authentication. Always have a rare-looking coin evaluated by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's talk more about the historical significance of the Liberty 1-cent coin. This small copper-colored piece of metal has evolved over the centuries, reflecting the very soul of a nation. From the early days of independence to the tech-savvy world of today, the penny has been there, marking milestones, sparking controversies about cost of production, and serving as a canvas for American symbolism. The 2014 version might not seem like a historical breakthrough at first glance, but in the world of numismatics, even the smallest variations can create shockwaves. So, what makes the $66 million 2014 Liberty 1-cent coin so incredibly valuable in circulation today? The answer is simple: its singularity. There may only be one or two in existence with its exact era type, condition, and mystery. It's like finding a modern-day treasure map, only it's not ink on parchment, it's metal struck by the U.S. Mint. In fact, coin dealers and treasure hunters are scouring rolls of pennies, jars of change, and estate collections, hoping to find the next big discovery. Imagine the thrill of pulling a coin from your pocket that could pay off your home, buy a luxury car, fund your retirement, and still leave you with millions to spare. Let's not forget the growing global demand for rare coins. As alternative assets become more appealing to investors looking to diversify beyond stocks and real estate, collectibles like rare coins have exploded in value. Auctions are now regularly seeing coins, notes, and even era currency reach 7- and 8-figure sums. A well-preserved, historically significant coin with only a handful of known examples can command a king's ransom. And that brings us back to the 2014 Liberty 1-cent coin. Not only is it a symbol of everyday American commerce, but it's also a golden ticket for whoever is lucky enough to find the right variety. Its $66 million price tag may seem outrageous, but in the world of ultra-rare coins, it's not just about face value, it's about legacy, rarity, and demand. So, what should you do next? Search your change. Go through your penny jars, check your coin rolls, and don't overlook any 2014 Liberty 1-cent coins. Examine them carefully under good lighting. If something looks odd, different color, different weight, strange strike, do not dismiss it. That little cent might just be your path to generational wealth. And if you do find something suspicious or unique, consult with experts, visit a coin dealer, or send it off to be professionally graded. The small fee to have a coin evaluated could be the best investment you'll ever make. As always, thank you for joining us on this incredible numismatic adventure. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update about rare coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures in your pocket change. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your change jar full. Because the next big discovery might just be waiting for you. This is Coin Chronicles signing off, where every cent has a story, and some are worth a fortune.